Joining us now, Congressman Michael McCaul, who chairs the House Foreign Relations Committee and has been briefed on the strikes. Congressman, first off, great to see you, Chairman.
Thank you.
You've been briefed on how effective these 80-plus strikes are. What can you tell us?
I mean, effective in terms of targets, command and control structure, Iraq, Syria, Yemen, IRGC, which is the Iranian Special Forces. However, Brian, this was telegraphed a week in advance, like, dropping leaf letters down to the ground. A week of preparation to get out, and that's what happened. The IRGC was able to pull its assets and itself out of Iraq and Syria and Yemen prior to the strikes. While the strikes were good, I don't think they were as effective as they could have been.
Hitting Iran off the table, is that smart?
I think for now, I would back channel that to the Ayatollah, that if you continue killing U.S. servicemen and women, that we will hit you inside of Iran. I hope the administration's doing that. We hear mixed reviews in the administration about what they would do. I know Kirby said they would not do it. You don't telegraph what you wouldn't do. I know. Because that always gives the enemy more power.
So we know about the big border bill, the most significant border reform in 40 years. Senator James Lankford was one of the co-authors of it, one of three. Here's what he said is the one thing he wanted to make clear: the mischaracterization of the 5,000 trigger. Watch.
We've got to be able to have something that mandatorily deports everyone rather than actually releases everyone. That's what this does. Some people are thinking that this is somehow like counting 5,000 people in every day and releasing them. That's absurd. We changed the asylum laws. We increased detention beds. We doubled the deportation flights. We add ankle monitors for people that are actually coming through, that do these family groups that come through, so we can track any individual that when we don't have capacity. There's all the things that we build into this to make this a much stronger system. Gaps that are in the law get closed in this structure.
I know you watched the interview back and you have some information. The Senate's going to get a look at this bill this week. What is Michael McCaul saying?
Look, we just got it last night. I applaud James Lankford for trying. Immigration's always difficult, but having said that, I'm not sure, Brian, if this is going to get out of the Senate. At the same time, the Speaker says it's dead on arrival. I think what we wanted in the House were significant political asylum claim reforms, like remain in Mexico. That is not in this bill. In fact, what he talks about political asylum, they take out the prosecutor, the ICE prosecutor, and the judge and allow USCIS to remove the immigrant into the United States with an ankle bracelet or work permit. I think that's going to provide a pull factor, not a push factor, outside the United States. We have a lot of questions about it. I applaud him for trying to get something done. But at the same time, I don't think this is going to be a fix.
All right. You don't see that passing to the Senate and then trying to do something reconciliation?
I suppose that's an option, but this doesn't resemble H.R. 2 that we passed out of the House. Very little, if any, of what we passed in the House is in the Senate bill. So there would have to be some sort of reconciliation there. I'm not sure if it's doable.
Wow. You have a full agenda. The world's on fire, and you're chairman of Foreign Relations in the House. Thanks so much for stopping by. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Brian.